this is a really random live, I know. I'm currently at work in between sets. And what I want to start doing is more live sets. And obviously I want to keep them more on the channel theme. So I'm thinking of doing obviously a solo musical theatre set, which I'll then pitch obviously to the venue. And then hopefully they'll let me do that and I can live stream to you guys. But I want to know what sort of songs you want in the set. So I thought I'd come live. I'm not expecting anyone to be watching now. If you are, hello. If you're not, that's fine. Later on, there's going to be a comment section. In the comments below, write what songs you'd like to see in a live set from me. Hey, how you doing, man? How you getting on? It's, someone is watching. There you go, look. So yeah, so I'm basically looking for some ideas of what you guys would like to see me do live in a live set, basically. I mean, obviously I do the most of my videos, obviously the 6 PM uploads are pretty much live. I do like 2 takes and I pick the best one. There's no like digital editing and that sort of stuff. I try and keep it as live as possible. But a live set, so it'd be 45 minutes long, so I need enough musical theatre songs to fill that time. So far, I'm gonna put in Little Girls from Annie because that is one that keeps cropping up as people saying they like that song. What I've done. I've also got Willkommen from Cabaret, so I want to put that in as well. So those are the 2 that I'm definitely going to do. And then obviously after that, it is entirely up to you guys. I'd like to know, you know, what you guys would like to see. Yeah, so that is pretty much why I'm going live. It's entirely up to you what you'd like to see in the set. You know, I'd like to get like a massive mix of sort of vocal styles, song choices, shows, old and new. Obviously, if people are going to be watching here as well, they're going to need to know the shows. So, majority would have to be known shows. Please do something from the Addams Family. Pulled. I'll do Pulled. There you go. So the idea is, yeah, I want to do some stuff that they're going to know, but at the same time, do some sort of, I'd say, newer musicals that probably aren't as well known for people who don't like musicals as much as I do. It's really hard for me because I think, oh, everyone knows that show. They probably don't, and you know, I'll do Pulled then. So that's in there. There you go, Pulled. Addams Family. I'm literally writing them down as we go. So. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a random live. Obviously, I'm just looking for sort of ideas. Obviously, you guys are going to be the ones who are going to help me choose the best songs for this set. As you've been, you've heard me do these songs over a year and continuous. I'm not a good. Do I know Just Around the Corner? What's that from? Just Around the Corner. Is that from Addams Family? It is, isn't it? Do I know it? Possibly. I can learn it. I learn songs quickly. That's the thing. Anything's up for grabs. Because I learn songs rather. Well, I mean, if you've been watching my videos over the last year, yeah, that's why I thought it was from the Addams Family. Yeah, I also I see Addams Family though. I want to try. So I need to try and keep. So if I'd done something from Beetlejuice, it'd have to be something like Dead Mom or something like that because they're songs that people can get hooked into the show with. That's the favourite song from this show. All right, hang on. So I'll put in brackets as well, Just Around the Corner. So I can have a look at it and see if it would be appropriate for the crowd that is here. Just around the corner. Yeah, so for those of you just joining, there's some people now joining, I'm looking for song suggestions. So I'm going to do a 45-minute live set, hopefully here at this venue where I do the live sets that I stream to you from. But I want to make it musical theatre. I want to make it more on theme with the channel. See how I go. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be able to pick that one up. It's not necessarily whether I can do them. Sometimes it's whether or not they'd be appropriate to do live in a solo show for musical theatre, if that makes any sense. You have to, it's this horrible thing. When you're putting together a show, I'm weird. I mean, I like to do things like, so I'd love to throw in like a bunch of new stuff. But when you put together a musical show, which I'm learning as I do this musical, I'm putting together a musical concert show at the moment. I'm currently talking with an MD who's going to be putting the tracks together for me. When you choose the songs for these concert shows, you have to play to everyone. So there are going to be musical theatre fans in there. Good morning, Susan. Hope you're okay. Sophie, you had the Pfizer jab. That is exactly the one I had. You'll be fine. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Yeah, so when you're putting together a show, you know, for me, being a musical theatre fan, I'm gonna take this off because I look ridiculous. Being a musical theatre fan, I look really tired because I had a gig last night and I've been working all day so far today, so I'm absolutely knackered. But yes, so when you're putting these shows together, you have to try and cater to everyone. So me being a musical theatre fan, I just assume that everyone knows the songs that I'm going on about, you know, but they don't. People can like musicals but not be a massive musical theatre fan, so they'll know things like Les Mis and Phantom and all the obvious ones that we all know, but they won't know stuff like Titanic the musical. They won't know stuff like some people won't even know Book of Mormon. You know, people only know Hamilton now because of Disney Plus. It's so you have to toe this fine line. Yeah, what's happening with the show? Well, no, so I'm currently working on that with MD, Thomas, the concert show, but I'm currently putting together a solo musical theatre set, and I'm looking for song suggestions. So far, we've got Paul from the Addams Family, all just around the corner, Little Girls from Annie, Wilkemin from Cabaret. I'm going to do Poor Unfortunate Souls from Little Mermaid, obviously. The reason I can get along with it, so again, when they're character pieces as well, so like Poor Unfortunate Souls, you can act your way through that and you can have some fun with it. Oh yeah, the thunderstorms, and I find it quite ironic that at the moment, Florida, where Susan is currently stormed up, and in the UK we are sunny. It's windy, as you can hear. The sort of tent that I'm in is making noise, but we can do something from Oliver. Of course. Oliver, what can I do from Oliver? As long as he needs me. The only reason I'm saying like things like weird is that I like to do songs that aren't going to be obvious. That if you go see a bloke doing a solo musical theatre show, that won't be obvious. Like, as long as he needs me and Little Girls and Paul and Wilkeman, like they're all songs that you wouldn't necessarily expect. Pick a Pocket or Two would be difficult as a solo. That's the thing. That's the problem. So you have to, again, I've got to toe that line. So Pick a Pocket or Two isn't necessarily like a show-stopping number. It's a great song, but for a solo show, it's not going to keep people's attention in the same way as, say, As Long As He Needs Me. So you have to toe that line. So I'm trying to, again, like I was saying earlier, when I'm putting together this musical theatre concert, I have to toe the line of, this is a show I'd really like to do a song from, and this is the show that people with this song will instantly fall in love with. And that's really quite a difficult balance to make. Because again, if you do some songs from Les Mis, hey Nikki, how are you? If you do some songs from Les Mis, you know, you're not necessarily going to pick everyone's favourites, but you can only do so many songs, do you know what I mean? So the idea of the musical concert show that I'm putting together, and again, ideally this show, this little Naughty from Matilda, there you go. See, that is a suggestion. It's a property that people know, but may not necessarily have seen the musical. But Netflix is also doing the movie version of it, so people will know it soon. So that I can get away with that. And are you naughty? I'm putting them on a list. But the idea would be that these sets I can change up as and when I need to. The same with the concert show. So if you come and see the musical theatre concert show I'm now putting together, when you see the first time, you know, the next time you come and see it, there'll be different songs in it as well. So we'll eventually get round to everyone's favourites, but you can't necessarily fit everyone's favourite into one show, because if you're having two acts, say the first act is 50 minutes and the second act is 45 minutes, say both acts are 50 minutes, there's only so much material you can get in 50 minutes. I think if you were doing solo songs, I'm putting medleys together, so it's bits of each song, to try and fit as many in as possible. Lion King. Oh, Phil Collins song. Do you mean, oh, Tarzan, You'll Be in My Heart? Yes. Jersey Boys, yeah, we're going to have some Jersey Boys in there, aren't we? But again, here, I can't do Jersey Boys here because I do a full Jersey Boys set here. So I'd like this to have songs in that wouldn't necessarily be in that ilk, but hang on, you should throw in some Grease, Mamma Mia, Hairspray. They're the ones as well. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Grease, you know, I could do, you know, we put a Grease song in. Stranded at the Drive-In, Sandy. Yeah, we can do You'll Be My Heart as well. Sandy from Greece, we'll do that. Greece. Again, Hairspray. Song from Hairspray, guys. Come on, what do you think? Could do Good Morning Baltimore. You'll Be My Heart, but then You Be In My Heart from Tarzan. That is awful what I've just typed there. In my H-E-A-R-T from Tarzan. Yes, so that's in. What song from Hairspray, guys? What do you think? We had to have something from Les Mis, so I'm just going to do the classic. It Takes Two. Yeah, could do It Takes Two. My mum would be gonna. I want to try and make as many songs as I can, big belty sort of musical theatre numbers that you wouldn't ordinarily see a bloke doing. So Good Morning Baltimore would be a good one. My Mum, My Big Girl Now would be difficult because again it's a trio. Maybe Good Morning Baltimore. Yeah, exactly. It might be tricky as a solo. See, this is the thing. So, welcome to my world. When I'm putting together shows and sets and stuff, Takes Two. All right, we'll do It Takes Two. It Takes Two from Hairspray. I want to try and put in. I'll put in You'll Be Back because it's from Hamilton and everyone likes Hamilton. You be back from Hamilton. What about Dear Evan Hansen? Song from hang on. Good luck. Oh, brilliant. We're gonna. Oh, I'll be there. Still not seen Hamilton. It's on Disney Plus, Sophie. Go watch it. See. So obviously these shows, stuff can change. So I'm just looking for an initial idea. So I could probably, to be fair, I've been doing these videos now on YouTube for over a year. So I've got enough. It's timeless to me. Again, it's a duet. So times they were changing, Castro's invading, but if I could change it into a solo, maybe. You'll get there eventually. Well, look, yeah, so I have a suggestion. So what about, again, for example, like this week on my, there you go, I can tell you what I'm going to record this week. So I've got a recording session coming up. So this is the biggest recording session I've ever put in. So not only do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24 songs that I could potentially record in this next 2 hour session. Do both parts. I could do both parts. Kind of hard when they sing together, but I'll see if I can work it out. So I'm gonna do like something like Corner of the Sky from Pippin, which is again not necessarily a song people will know, but it's a classic show and it's a nice song. So I'm recording that because I haven't done anything from Pippin yet for this daily musical theatre challenge, and that's a shame because it's a great show. Also I'm going to be doing, I had a request ages ago for Ladies Who Lunch, so I'm going to be recording that as well. Again, not a song you'd hear a bloke sing that often, but again, it's a character piece, so you can have fun with it. So if an audience is watching and they don't necessarily know the song or the show, you can win them over with your portrayal of the song, and maybe you want them to, they'll then want to go and hear the rest of the show. So I have to kind of, so when I'm putting the show together, it's so difficult to toe that fine line. Yeah, they're awesome songs. I'm going to do Corner of the Sky, though, for this next recording session. But yeah, so I'll add that to this list as well. But yeah, you had to toe this fine line of, are they going to know the show? Is the song strong enough? Yeah, there is. I've done a few of those already. So I'll put in Little Girls from Annie, Paul from Adam's Family, Poor Unfortunate Souls from Little Mermaid, As Long as He Needs Me from Oliver. So all those sorts of things are in there. Again, because like you have vodka when doing that song. Yeah, oh, of course. I'll be drunk when I'm singing Little Girls. Don't panic about that. But yeah, it's one of these things. You toe this fine line of doing songs you love and songs that you believe are a well-known song from a show, but realising that the general public who love musicals but don't love musicals in the same way as a musical theatre fan would, it's really difficult. So you have to try and find this balance of, they're going to want to hear. So, right, if I put together a musical theatre concert, and someone, it was a bottle of gin actually, I think, but if you put the show together and people come, and you know, they're going to expect Les Mis. Les Mis has to be in there. Wishing you were somehow here again. You know what? That's funny enough. That's in my recording for next time as well. I'll do that. Yeah. Wishing from Phantom. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it's towing this fine line. So here's to the ladies who lunch, aren't they a gas? Sipping on their coffees and planning a brunch on their own behalf. Yeah, I'll do that as well. The ones who follow the rules and meet themselves at the schools. Ladies who lunch. Sorry, I can't multitask today. I've put in lunch, but it's come up munch as spell check. Here's to the ladies who munch. Fair enough. Sorry, RuPaul. Bugsy Malone. Yeah, I've got a few from Bugsy. We can do something. I'll do. My name is Tallulah. My first rule of thumb. I love that change in that song. It's such an unusual note to hit. Name is Tallulah. I spelled Tallulah wrong, but that I know what it means. Bugsy Malone. Yeah, so this whole balance thing. So if you came to a musical theatre concert and Les Mis wasn't in there, you'd be like, well, what the hell? You know, why was that not in there? Same with like Miss Saigon. You have to have something from Miss Saigon. You have to have something from Phantom. If you don't have songs from these shows in, the general public who come to see a musical theatre concert show but might not necessarily know, you know, all the newer musicals, all the older musicals that are out there, you know, they'd be disappointed that they weren't in there. So you have to throw those songs in there. Even though to someone like me, who's been doing musical theatre for over 18 years, those songs are old hat now. And I'm kind of like, oh, God, can I just not do something new? But you have to toe that line, and you have to go, you know, I'm thinking from Dear Evan Hansen, I might do a medley, but we'll see. Master of the House, yes. Defying Gravity, there you go. Now you're on it. Wicked. Defying Gravity. Wicked. And what was the other one? Oh, sorry. I can't look back at the comments. Tell me what was it again? Defying Gravity. Before Defying Gravity, it was something else. Master of the House. Sorry, got it. There you go. Master. Oh, do you know what then? Master of the House will be in the concert show, but for this I have a great Les Mis medley, which is Bring Him Home, On My Own, Empty Chairs and Empty Tables, and then it mixes all three in at the end, which is beautiful. I might actually record it for one of the daily covers. Put medley Les Mis because it's one of those medleys that is so beautiful, but I don't want to ruin it. So if I'm going to record that one, I'll probably do like a. Again, I want to try and do more with this daily cover thing. So at the moment, obviously, just checking time because I'm back on stage at 2 o'clock. At the moment, I'm doing every single day, but there's going to come a point where I don't do a cover every single day, and maybe I do like 4 a month, but that week I film like a more music style costumed video around it and have some more fun that way. Change it up a little bit, but we'll see. For the moment, it's gonna... Oh, trust me, I will ruin everything. You've not heard me... Do you know what though? That might be fun. I might do a live one day, and you guys can... sorry, mate. Yeah, and you guys can join me, and it'll be basically me learning songs, and you'll see the prep I do for these daily covers. So, because I record once a week, I spend the whole week basically with a headphone in my ear, sort of either refreshing myself on the song, or learning the song, or kind of just working out whether I can do it in the original key or not. So, like, all the male songs, not a problem in the original keys. When I do some of the gender-bent songs, like Pull, for example, I have to change You should do parody. See, I'd like to do some parody stuff, but again, it's having the time to sit there and write it out and then record it. It's a lot of work, and that's the sort of thing I'll do. So if this channel continues to grow and we eventually get to say 10K, which is never going to happen, believe me, I know my limits. I do this because I enjoy it. I don't expect everyone to watch and support and subscribe, but when you do, it means the world to me. But I don't expect it, you know. Hey Sophie, how are you? Yes, so I don't expect it, but you know, if the support is enough and you guys share enough and the channel grows, we get to say like 10K, I'll change the format. So I will do more like theatre-based sketches and stuff like that, and parody versions of songs, and more like I say, I want to do filmic recreations of musical theatre songs. So I've still got it all planned out. I want to do the whole Being Dead thing, fully costumed. We've got sets, cast, fully cinematic angles, all this sort of stuff. I want to do all that, but until I know I can, you know, invest in the channel a bit more than I have already, it's just, it's too much time and energy and effort, as well as the daily cover, these extra lives, the vlogs and stuff like that. So it's a case of, it is a case of just sort of, once there's more support for it, and I can say, drop a gig here and there a week to spend time on it and do those things, it's difficult to find the time. But I really want this channel to be somewhere where, like, musical theatre gig, just people who likes musical in general, just come and watch an idiot cover songs from a massive variety of shows. We'll try to win the lottery. But so the idea is that eventually, you know, I'll have the time and energy to put in those things. But when you do this for me is like a little passion project. Like every single day, the idea is you're not gonna like every single song I do. You're not gonna like every single musical I pick or every single, you know, performance that I give. But the idea is to show that with just 2 takes of a song, you don't know the song very well, you can do a passable performance of it. And also, it gives people who may not have necessarily heard of there's certain musicals that I'm covering songs from, you know, an avenue into going, oh, I'll listen to that musical. I like that song that he done. Not necessarily his version, but I like that song. I'll listen to the album, and it gives a massive, vast scape of how far-reaching sort of musical theatre goes. I mean, over the last year where I've been doing this, I've covered like things like jukebox musicals, like Jersey Boys, Tonight's the Night, $1 Million Quartet, Mamma Mia, all those things. They're all jukebox musicals, so they're songs from the charts. So they're relatively easy for me to sort of get a handle on and go, well, a broader audience would like those songs and those shows, but may not necessarily have heard of those shows, like $1 Million Quartet, for example, Tonight's the Night, Copacabana, all those songs. Like, people know the songs, don't necessarily know the musicals, and I might go, oh, I'll go listen to that. The other stuff, I try and do the gender bent stuff for people who like musicals but may not necessarily heard a male do that song before. And the rest of it is just go, oh my god, I didn't know that show existed. Oh, what's that show? It's the whole idea is if you look back, if you go after this live, right, go into the channel, click on videos, and scroll through, right, and just look at I'm not saying they're great videos, I'm saying that the shows that I've covered over the last year, there's so much variety in terms of style of music, style of characters, voices, and it just shows that one person, if anyone ever tries to typecast you, you can't be typecast. If you put the work and the effort in, you can't be typecast. Because seeing someone for the child catcher, for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, for example, you'd never expect that person to go for, say, Johnny Cash in $1 Million Quartet, or you'd never expect that person to go for, I don't know, Gomez Adams in The Addams Family, you know, but I've tried, or Avenue Q, all these sorts of different shows and stuff. I try to show that you can do it if you put the work in, and it's just a case of teaching yourself not to put limits on yourself. So, you know, although not all the videos will be for everyone, there you go. So that's the whole point. You like the obscure songs that make you want to go and watch the musical. Exactly. Like I've done some Chitty Chitty Bang Bang songs, and you know, I cover songs. Child catcher. Well, I did cover the song To Scare You. It's, you know, again, it's one of those things as well. I like it when I do these lives, that I can chat to you guys, you know, not face to face, but you know what I mean, I can chat to you, you can talk back, and I get ideas of what you like and what you don't like and what you'd like to see, and what's this? I love the variety of your songs, particularly love the Child Catcher cover. having done that a few years ago. Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Like, I know, for example, there are plenty of better YouTube channels out there, and I do this because I love it, and YouTube's just the perfect outlet for it. The fact that people have subscribed and followed and been so supportive is just a bonus on top of that. I do it whether people are watching or not, because for me, it's fun, and it's a silly little project, and it's something I'm very proud of, because I've managed to do a whole year of every single day, and that's not just recording, that's uploading, that's learning, that's learning songs, uploading the songs, that's editing all the songs, that's all this stuff. It takes a lot of work, and when I think back, I must have spent so much time doing it, but it's a very strange thing that it doesn't seem like work, and that's why I love doing this channel so much. I'd love to be able to get to, say, 10k followers. That's my next goal. So I've got 2 more goals now. So I need to get, I didn't mean to swear at you then. I've got 2 more goals. The first is to reach 4,000 hours watch time, which I'm so close to doing. I think I need about 500 more hours. So the more you guys watch, like, and comment, the more the videos get shared, the more the minutes rack up, and then you get entered into the YouTube partnership program, which means YouTube probably pushes your videos a bit more, and then I can get to 10k. When I get to 10k, that's when I can start really having some fun with the channel, and oh, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. That's when I can really start, you know, widening the lens a bit and doing a lot more stuff with it. I mean, the idea eventually would be, you know, I'd love to reach 10k. That's a pipe dream. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I'd love for that to happen. I'd love musical theatre fans to see someone like me who's really passionate about it, really puts a lot of work into what I'm doing, and the Beetlejuice song you sang with Faye was fantastic. Oh, thank you very much. You know what? It was so much fun as well. And you know what? The thing is, if I get to 10k and I can start filming these cinematic versions, I've already spoken to Faye about it. She said she'd love to do it. We're gonna do the whole opening of the Beetlejuice musical. So we'll do like the overture straight into the mum's funeral scene, and then we'll have Faye playing Lydia, called Bit by Bit by Bit by Bit, and that's something I'd love to do, just as a passion project. And I think it's doable, but I just need to know that, obviously, I need to see the video views going up, I need to see the video times going up. And I know it seems like a bit arbitrary and silly, and it is, because it's just something I do for fun. But when you see the videos gain views, like, I'd love for the videos to get more views from more different people, more subscribers, and I'd love to see the channel grow. And it's not even for any other reason than it will just allow me to to widen the scope a bit and have a bit more fun with it, and invest a bit more time and money into it. I invest a lot of time into it as it is, but I'd like to have that scope. So, and I think 10k is a good aim to get to, in order to know that it would be worth the investment, if that makes any sense. So it's more for just peace of mind for me, investing my time and my money into it. But I'm loving doing the daily cover. I'm loving putting these things together. Like I say, the live sets, I'm going to be doing a hell of a lot more lives. I love doing these lives and talking to you guys. It's honestly lovely getting to know each and every one of you, and some of you I've met in person, you know, and also you can come and see me. I work here 4 days a week at the moment. A place called Potters. It's in Hopton-on-Sea in England, on the east coast of England. It's this little gem. You type in Potters Leisure Holiday and Leisure Resort into Google, it will come straight up. Come and see me live, and I, you know, I've got all the time in the world for anyone that has supported me. I genuinely have so much love and appreciation for all of you. It's I can't describe exactly how much it means to me that you've been this supportive. For me, although I've been doing this for 18 years as a job, I don't consider myself a great performer. I don't consider myself, you know, the best at what I do. I do it because I genuinely love it, and I've just been very lucky. What's this? Oh, it'd be nice to see you too when you come down here. You know, you know, it's one of these things. I do it because I genuinely love it, and UK trip, got to come to the UK, mate. I mean, we're not loved by the rest of the world at the moment, but I'm staying out of that mess. I'm just an individual who lives in a country but doesn't get involved in any of that stuff. But I genuinely, hang on, just finalising this list. I think I've got enough, about an hour's worth here, so I'll edit that together. I'll pitch it to them, and then hopefully I'll be able to do some more musical theatre live sets. But yeah, the idea being, I want as many people as possible to join on these lives and getting involved. And I can't stress this enough. And I know it sounds stupid. Oh, sorry. I can't stress this enough. The amount of I can't remember what I was saying. You know what? I completely lost my mind. I was reading comments. Yeah, I can't stress this enough. The more you comment on videos, the more likes the video gets, the more views it gets. I mean, you know, I would genuinely appreciate you just having one of the playlists on in the background, just to help me get those view levels up and the minutes up. Every little bit helps. And I know it sounds stupid, but with that, YouTube then, this weird algorithm that YouTube has, recommends the videos and shares the videos to more people who are watching videos like them. So the more interaction, it's the interaction that you guys give to the videos that gives them traction. So every single comment, every like, every share, everything. And I know it sounds arbitrary and silly, but if the channel's ever gonna grow, that's what I need. So you guys could be a massive, massive help for me. I mean, there's 6 of you watching at the moment, and I'm sure people will watch this later, and if you are watching later, please comment below songs for the musical theatre set, because that is why I'm doing this. But also, please, 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 please share the channel, get people subscribing, get people watching. The more views, the more watch time, the more comments, all of that stuff all helps this channel grow. And genuinely, I started this as a silly little project for me, and it's grown into an absolute love, and I absolutely love doing it. And I'd love to be able to do this more often and do more things and more varied things. And the only way that's going to happen is if the channel does steadily grow more and more and more. So you guys are the ones that can help with that and make that happen. And if you can put a playlist on in the background, like, comment on all the videos, go back, watch videos from last year. You know, everything you can do to help me reach that goal, just know it is genuinely appreciated, and I can't put into words how much it means to me. I now have to go and do a set of Frankie Valli songs, so I will see you all for tonight's cover. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put up for tonight's cover yet. I'm thinking maybe something from Les Mis. I did a solo version of Do You Hear the People Sing, which is just me and a piano, so I think that'll be tonight's cover. So like, share, comment, join me again for these lives. Tune in on the videos, and please comment on every single video, like every single video, share. It helps. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna go and sing for some strangers. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tonight at 6.